Reach Over Culture podcast. We are here, back, Roc. Nice to meet you. Hello, if I haven't seen you in a while. I'm on my Steve vibes. You know, if Steve can make a comeback for Blues Clues after so many years, why can't we? I got none other than my youngin' here, the brethren here. We haven't seen him in a little bit, but he's back better than ever. Mr. Moses Chavez, you heard?
Yes, sir. Yes,
my
sir.
Man. What a summer, what a time.
Oh, yes.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
You all right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. How's the summer been?
Pretty chill.
Chilling?
Yeah, chill. I thought it'd be more popping, but it's been chill.
But you've been working.
Yeah, I've been working a lot more.
Yeah, selling cars.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in the Tulsa area, Tulsa, Okmulgee, Bixby, Wichita Falls, I know that's in Texas, but whatever. Wherever you at, wherever you're doing, if you're in the Hondas, even if you're not in the Hondas, if you find yourself in a 918, make sure you go holler at my mans in them. Now, Honda isn't paying for this promotion, but it ain't about Honda. It's about the man who works for him. So if you need a whip, you need a car, go holler at my mans in them. Honda, 91st Memorial, Tulsa. You heard?
Yes, sir.
And since you've changed in that position, I mean, that's probably like made your summer a lot more chill. There's a lot more hours in the office.
Yeah, it is a lot more. It's like 50 hours.
Sheesh. Drop a bomb for that.
Yeah.
That boy working hard.
Mm-hmm.
That boy working hard.
Yeah, I'm hustling.
How's that transition been for you, man?
It's been good. I love it. It's just I wish we had a little bit more cars.
Yeah.
But it's been good. I don't see this as a career. I just see. Well, I mean, I do, but I see this first few months as a learning stage. Stepping
stone.
Yeah, I just want to give myself some patience.
But even when we talked about it, when we talked about you jumping into this spot, you just said it was like, you know, this is just something to help build some skill to get to the next thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're doing it, and that's what's up. And again, if you're in the 918, 405, whatever zip code or area code that you're in the Oklahoma area, even if you're not from Oklahoma, holla at my man, Moses Chavez.
I got you.
At Honda. He got you. Best hands in the business, you heard me? Roc, man, nothing to it but to do it. If you've been following us on Instagram, then you know I'm working. You know what I'm doing. Also, I have my own personal Instagram now. You can follow me at real name Roc. Okay? I'm going to say this again because I said this on the Instagram, on the Reach Over Culture Instagram. If you have Reach Over Culture on your close friends list, take us off of your close friends list, please. If you want to add the boy, add me at real name Roc, and put me on the close friends list. But other than that, take us off of your close friends list. I don't even know why Reach Over Culture is on your close friends list, to keep it G. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's love, but that's too much love, because y'all be wild. You hear me? Speaking of that, this summer's been hot. It's been a hot summer. But like yourself, I've been working too. Mm-hmm. Just working. Driving, working. This past few weeks have been crazy as far as getting content together and stuff like that. To keep the lights on, you know, without clocking into a 9 to 5 is a lot of work.
Yeah.
Wow, it's very nice.
But man, I can say that I've honestly developed more of a routine. And it's September. I haven't clocked into a job since June 1st. It's September. The lights are still on. The bills are still paid. So God is good.
God is good.
You understand? The trap phone is ringing. All we need is some sponsorships to continue to, to keep flow in here. We just need some sponsors. If you're interested in sponsoring the Reach Over Culture podcast or the Reach Over Culture Media Group, because we are taking all donations, you can hit us up at Reach Over Culture on Instagram or hit us up reachoverculture@gmail.com. We still taking donations. Run them donations. You hear me? Mm-hmm. Man, we ain't even gonna take a lot of time, bro. We just pivoting. We gonna just touch on a couple of topics and we gonna be out of here. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Just getting back in the flow. It's been a crazy summer, so just getting back in the flow of things. Make sure y'all go tune into our former episodes, man, with me, PC, Paris Careers, that is, MC. You heard before that. We had Pastor Shagun of the Ria Creek Young Adult Ministry. Couple fire episodes of summer, man, so make sure y'all tune in, man. Go back and take a listen. And we're going to try to keep these coming for y'all to end out this second half of season 4 strong, because we started off strong. Mm-hmm. and we going in strong.
Yeah, we are.
More things on the way. I'm tapped in. Culturally, there's only a couple of things to talk about, but we'll talk about them. Have you listened to Donda or CLB?
Yes.
Which one?
I listened to both, but...
Okay.
but
You listen to both of them?
yeah, I told you. When it comes to music, I'm passionate about that. I'm passionate.
Oh, okay. So we listen to both of them. All right, first, what are your thoughts on Donda?
I love it. It's really good.
Okay.
The instrumentals on them are fire.
All right.
It has a whole list of features. That's
Okay.
what really makes it good about it.
Yeah.
And it feels like a story that you're going through.
All right.
It just seems like it was crafted and Kanye took his time on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And CLB, Certified Lover Boy.
I mean, it's good. It's good, but it just sounds like his lyrics are really good. I think Drake's lyrics are better than Kanye's album.
Of course.
I think just lyrical, he sounded a lot better.
Uh-huh.
There were some good beats in there, some songs that were pretty good, like In Too Deep. That one's my favorite. And
that's your favorite song?
yeah,
Word.
I guess. Have you heard it? Because it's real slow in the beginning, and all of a sudden the beat changes, and it's just like it goes
asking
hard.
me if I listen to a Drake album?
Well, I didn't know if you knew the song, like the specific song.
Yeah, I got you. I've heard.
Just how it switches, it changes into a different beat, and just it goes hard.
All right.
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
But so you love Donda,
Mm-hmm.
you kind of like the Drake album, but you could have done with some, if you had to choose one, obviously you're going with Donda. So
Yeah, it seemed like Donda was just
a better album.
yeah.
That's not. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Because obviously that's been the talk of the summer. Kanye's dropping an album, Drake's dropping an album, and so now everybody's doing a comparative thing between Donda and Certified Lover Boy, as they should. I felt like this was a good boxing match that was just built up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kanye waiting until Drake pushes his date back or reveals his date. Drake waiting until literally 5 days before the date to reveal the date, randomly, during the ESPN segment. Kanye shutting down the Atlanta Falcons Stadium to have hosting listening parties and stuff like that with versions of the song that didn't even make the album. Genius rollouts both ways around, and this is what you want from hip hop. This has been a good year for hip hop. Cole kicked off the summer. You had Isaiah Rashad, Vince Staples, and now you got Drake, and now you got Ye.
Where's Frank Ocean though?
And shout out to Frank Ocean. It's been a rough year for Frank. So,
Yeah.
Shout out to Frank. But this is rap though. Frank on the other side, he rap, but Frank this is rap. This is hip hop, and that's crazy because neither one of these albums I would consider just a pure hip hop album. They're not pure rap albums.
Yeah, no.
Both of these guys have shown that they are just artists at this point. They do a bit of everything, and they want to showcase that they do a bit of everything. So I liked both albums. I liked Donda. I really liked Donda. I really like Certified Lover Boy. Of course, I'm a bigger Drake fan than I am a Ye fan. So when I heard Donda 1, I heard leaked versions of Donda even before he started doing the listening parties. And so the album wasn't a surprise or whatever. But nonetheless, it was the version that ended up coming out, even though he had the controversy around it. They leaked my album. Whatever.
Yeah.
It was a good album. I enjoyed it. I understand it's not for everybody. Again, but these two artists have reached a peak where they can experiment and get away with it. And the masses will love it. If you are a Kanye purist or a Drake purist, you're not going to like either one of these albums because it sounds nothing like how they started their music careers. So with that being in mind, I understand that Ye's is at a different space in life. And for what he delivered, I felt like that was the most non-Christian hip-hop Christian album that you can... That was the most fire non-Christian Christian hip-hop album of all time.
That's what I was thinking too.
Nobody cussed the whole album.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed.
You had a Jay-Z verse and he ain't curse? Only Ye. The Baby's version didn't curse. Only Ye. Young Thug. Only Ye. Lil Durk. Only Ye. Now when we get down to breaking down these two albums, One, they got all the same people on the album. Kanye got Dirt, Jay, Thug, Future. Drake got Dirt, Jay, Thug, Future.
And Cudi.
Both of them got Cudi.
Mm-hmm.
Kanye's album is an hour and 27 minutes long. Drake's out an hour 13, hour 15, some change. I like Donda. I think it did what he wanted it to do. I like Certified Lover Boy. All right, so with Certified Lover Boy, a couple of critiques I have. Again, I'm hard on Drake because I know what he's capable of versus what he chooses to do. Like songs like Way Too Sexy. Right?
Yeah.
Only Drake can get away with stuff like that. The song is fire. He's better than that. He's a better rapper.
Yeah.
He's a better rapper than that. But he can get away with that because he can get away with the videos. Only Drake. And I feel like Drake is at this space in his career where he does stuff that he knows he can get away with. And he's comfortable in that. Nobody's forcing these dudes to rap anymore. That's why I was excited about the Cole album, J. Cole, because he was rapping. So I'm like, bro, niggas got to rap.
Like he was he was not desperate, but like he had to do something.
He's got to rap. So I like the Certified Lover Boy album. Was it my favorite Drake album? Absolutely not. I felt it's too many songs. I felt like some songs he could have did without. I'm big on song placements in albums. The album has to tell us. I love albums that tell stories, and Drake isn't known for concept albums to his defense. But just like with Take Care, I love Take Care, but certain songs is like, bro, you didn't really have to put this on the final cut. You could have really just thrown this out as a Lucy, and kept it moving. I felt like there was a lot of songs. The first 1 through 7, honestly, I could have did without. Outside of Poppy's Home. Poppy's Home is fire. But I could have did without, honestly, the first 1 to 7. But that 8 to 21, flames. Way Too Sexy and back, flames. Oh my God. Because you go from Way Too Sexy to TSU, Get Along Better with your friends. For
No Friends in the Industry.
No Friends in the Industry, Pipe Down.
That one's hard.
7 a.m. on Bridal Road. Yay, I told you about messing with that boy. Yay, I told you about messing with that little Canadian boy. You better leave that little Canadian boy alone, right? Because I also heard a leak track from Drake that was directly dissing Ye and had Ye sound bites on it that didn't make the album.
Didn't it have Andre 2000 on it? Or
No. That was Ye's diss track. Drake had his own diss track where he was using sound bites of Kanye talking about him and rapping over it. Fire. I was surprised it didn't make the album, but it was fire though. I don't know if it'll ever come out. And then the fact that Drake was the one that leaked Ye's diss track. How you get a copy?
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, wait.
You better stop messing with that Canadian boy, Ye. Stop messing with that boy. Leave that boy alone. All that being said, Drake's album was good. It did what it was supposed to do. I gave it a 3.3 out of 5 stars. And hold the presses. Because I'm going to say this, but I'm going to only say this once on the record because our fan base is smaller. So I know nobody's going to hold this against me. I enjoy Drake's albums better. Certified Lover Boy was made for people like me. It's October, it's our season. But Ye made the better album.
Okay, so you said, what rating did you give Drake?
3.3.
3.3. Okay, what would Drake have to do to make it to a 4?
He would have had to take some songs out.
Oh.
Like some songs that you just throwing in there just to throw in there. You would have to take some songs out. Condense the album. There was a couple of leaked songs that have been floating around that were actually on this album, but then there was a lot of them that weren't. That I actually liked better than the songs that were on this album. Songs like Vital, Lucky Lefty, like they weren't, mixed and mastered all the way, but I actually liked those songs better than the songs that made this album. Just like with Take Care. Certain songs was coming out around the Take Care era, that he ended up putting out as the care package, just a bunch of Lucy's that he had on SoundCloud that I liked better than the songs that won't take care.
Yeah.
So yeah, he condensed the album and rap a little bit more. I think it could have been better for me as a listener.
Yeah.
And Kanye's album, if I gave Drake a 3.3 out of 5, I gave Ye a 3.8. It wasn't that much better to me.
Out of 10?
No, out of 5 stars.
Oh, out of 5.
Out of 5.
Okay.
I didn't.
I was like, what?
Yeah, no, out of 5. I'm sorry. Yeah, 3.3 out of 5. And I'll probably give Ye like a 3.8 out of 5. Couple of things. All the semantics around the album, whatever. Knowing that you didn't write most of that.
Yeah.
All right. And some songs on his album I just could have did without. You know what I'm saying? So I like Drake's album better, but I feel like Ye made the better album.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I feel like Ye made the better album, but I like Drake's album better because that 8 to 21 on Drake's album is flames.
Yeah.
Right? But the first 10, 12, the first 12 on Donda is flames. Flames.
So good.
Flames. But nonetheless, though, you know what listening to both of these albums showed me and told me? Ultimately, Kendrick is going to wash these dudes. Kendrick is going to wash these guys. Kendrick's, you heard it here. Kendrick's album is going to wash these guys. He's going to wash these guys, which Kendrick is historically known for making better albums than Drake and Ye.
Yeah.
But he's going to wash these guys. So, God bless both of you. God bless you, Drake. But I like what Joe Budden said. He said, Drake, you making the wrong enemy. Don't worry about him. It's that other boy you got to worry about. You heard me? Any other thoughts on Donda, a certified lover boy? Anything that came to mind that you wanted to chime in with?
I like Donda better.
Yeah.
I just Drake's albums kind of remind me of Scorpion in a way. They kind of remind me. It just I don't know. It sounded good, but
yeah.
I kind of wanted more. And from Donda, I mean, I love albums that sounds like you're listening, like you're watching a movie.
Yeah,
you know,
you love concept albums.
Yeah. That's just sounds so good. What was that? Kanye West's album, My Dirty Fantasy, the one with the red one. Is that what's? Yeah, that was a good album.
Yeah.
Each song was very well.
Yeah,
it sounds so good.
Yeah.
But I would give Donda probably 8 out of 10, and then Certified Lover Boy probably 6.5 out of 10.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I ain't mad at it. Seen any good movies this summer?
Free Guy. Have you heard about it?
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
It was really, really funny. I loved it.
Really?
It was a really good movie.
I didn't want to pay money to go to the movies and see it. I didn't want to pay money to go, but I was going once it hit Netflix, Hulu, something like that. I was going.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to pay money to go see that.
I thought you were gonna say I'm gonna find it on the web first.
Oh no! I ain't gonna bootleg it. I ain't gonna do it like that. But it was funny though.
Yeah, no, it was really funny. It was unexpectedly really funny.
What made you go see that? You was just bored?
I had a friend who invited me out, so I was like, "Yeah,
I'm
go watch it."
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I saw Candyman. Oh, I saw the new Candyman.
Mm-hmm.
You seen the trailers and stuff for it?
No.
Candyman, dude with the hook, black, no.
Mm.
Oh yeah. So, are you familiar? Not that you've seen the old ones, but do you at least know that that's a historic horror film?
No.
Okay.
No.
So Candyman is a horror film that came out back in the day. They made 5 of them, right? This is during the Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street era. So Candyman is an old horror film. They made 5 of them. It's based around a guy who was convicted and charged, during the 1800s of committing a crime he didn't commit against white kids on a plantation or something like that. So he got killed. So they fast forward up into Chicago, and there's a myth that when you say his name 5 times in the mirror, that he comes. Now you know who I'm talking about.
I think I've heard something like that.
Okay, cool. There's a myth when you say his name 5 times in the mirror that he comes out of there, right? And so they made 5 of those movies in the 90s. It had a good run. And so now they come back, and this wasn't an actual remake. This was like a sequel to those 5, so many years later. There's a guy named Yahya Abdul Mateen. He, he's been in he's been an Aquaman. He's a new Morpheus in the new Matrix. So he's a rising black actor, and this was like his first lead role. So I was pretty excited to see it. It was supposed to come out last year, but it didn't, obviously, COVID and stuff like that. And I saw it, and then the same guy that Jordan Peele, the same guy that did Get Out and Us. Have you seen those 2 movies?
I think I know what you're talking about.
But you know what I'm talking about. You haven't seen them.
Yeah, I haven't seen them.
All right. So the same guy that directed Get Out and Us produced this one. It was okay. It was more political and social than it was scary. It wasn't really a scary movie. It's more of a thriller, which kind of threw me for a loop because Candyman is a horror film. Like, people die.
Yeah.
And there was a couple of little nuances that I liked in the movie, but I didn't necessarily like. I don't really want to spoil the film. I don't know if a lot of our audiences has saw it yet, so I don't really want to spoil it. But I just didn't like how they made him to be the anti-hero of this film in a way. And if you watch this film, you'll know what I'm talking about. He kills children in the movie.
Oh, God.
Ain't nothing anti-hero about that.
Yeah.
He's a bad guy. So you have this figure do all of these bad things and then dress him up as some type of anti-hero at the end of the movie. I just felt like it was a reach to take advantage of the social climate today and to send a message. Instead of just keeping it more horror than reaching for a message, keep it horror. We go to horror films to be scared, to scream. It wasn't one scream in the theater, not one. It was wow, that was a lot. Well, it wasn't. It wasn't scary, but I liked his. I liked Yaya's. I liked his performance, but it was underwhelming for me. Not gonna lie. It was gonna be one of those movies I buy and put on the collection, but it was underwhelming. But I got no complaints about it.
Okay.
Speaking of complaints, it's been a lot of complaining this summer. Social medias, this, that, and the third. Since I've been back on Instagram, I'm tapped in a little more to what's going on. Well, a lot of people complain about a lot of stuff, bro.
Yeah.
And they take the social media to do it. So before, we in the episode, I want to ask, bro, what's the difference between venting and complaining to you? Because I had a conversation with somebody, and I was like, yo, why do you complain so much? I'm not complaining, I'm venting. I was like, there's a difference. But before I go into my difference, is there a difference between complaining and venting to you?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. But I think I could put it this way. I feel like venting is like anger inside a bottle, and you're just waiting to take it out on somebody who can listen to you. While complaining is about complaining about things that you can't or can control in a way. Like, it's hot, or things you can't control, obviously, but it's hot. Oh, this job sucks.
So you feel like complaining is hot and venting is,
I feel like that's
just waiting for somebody to
listen. I feel like that's bottled anger that has to come out. But if you're complaining every day, then that's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what it could be, but maybe it's something that you won't take accountable, or you're not taking responsibility for. Or, because I can't stand people complaining. Oh man, it's hot. Oh man, this guy did this to that. My boss did this. Blah blah blah. I'm like, boy, shut up.
It's hot. Do you want to change the weather?
Yeah, exactly. That? I know it's hot. Okay, I'm right next to you.
Right. Man, I'm just cool out here. Yeah, it's hot, my boy.
Yeah, just deal with it.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
See, I would actually flip those.
Okay.
I told this person, Like, complaining for me is just waiting to, in a sense, waiting to just make your disputes known.
Mm-hmm.
Venting is complaining still, in a sense, but it's doing it about stuff that is out of your control, out of your reach. So I like your definitions of both. I would just take little bits and pieces of each one of them and put them in each other's category. The main difference between venting and complaining to me is, with venting, it's truly stuff that you really don't have any immediate control over. Right? If you're sick, you know, if something goes wrong in your car, if a plane falls out of the sky and destroys your home, and you just need to get your frustrations off of your chest, that's venting. And I feel like that's okay. Complaining is this constant need to make your disputes known. And not only is it this constant need to make your disputes known, but it's this constant need to make your disputes known, one, about stuff that you can change. And then two, about stuff that you don't want to change. Right? Classic. Oh my God, I hate the way I look. Did I trigger anybody yet? Oh my God, I don't have any friends. Did I piss y'all off yet? Oh my God. My life is just in shambles. And why don't guys like me? Why don't girls like me?
I really want to say something, but I'm gonna step on some big toes.
That's what we're here for.
Well, you could say, "Oh my God, like, I don't like how I look." You have the power to change that.
You. I mean, it amazes me because you have people in willing bodies, 2 hands, 10 fingers, 2 feet, 10 toes, 2 legs, 2 kneecaps, 2 elbows, 2 shoulders, 2 pectoral muscles, 2 ears, 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 head. You got everything on your body. And yet you complain. I saw a man, this is no cap. I saw a man walk out of his apartment and close his door, get in his car, and drive off. The only catch is he didn't have any arms.
What?
Huh?
What?
He didn't have any arms. The man had no arms. And I put this on everything I love, Moses. I'm sitting outside somebody's apartment. Bro, he walks out of the apartment, closes the door with the... You understand what I'm telling you?
Yeah.
And then there's a van in the handicap spot that's right next to me. I say, surely he's not about to get in this car. Surely. Moses, I swear to God. He gets in the driver's seat. A noise happened. I look to the right to see what the noise is. I look back over to the left. The car is backing up and it's driving away. Okay? I leave. Right? Dropping somebody else back at these apartments. The van is back in the same spot. So bro left and came back with no arms. And here you are, you got a full willing body. And you don't want to get up and go to a gym. Or you don't want to change your eating habits. So you hate the way that you look.
Whew.
Right? You're mad about your job situation, but you don't want to go to school. Or you don't want to pick up a trade. Right? You don't like your family situation. Right? You don't want to move. You don't want to do certain things to keep your own, mental health in space, in place where you can create boundaries and do. You just like that's you complain. Complaining for me is is venting without action. Constant venting without action, while venting is complaining with action. That's how I would define the two.
Yeah.
So many of y'all complain on social media, and y'all do it through memes, and y'all repost stuff. And just because you didn't say it directly doesn't mean that we didn't hear it. We heard you, and we got you, and it's okay. But so let me ask you before we get out of here. So what do you do when you got a homie or homegirl, just anybody in your life, that all they do is complain, but you never see any action from them? What do you do? Do you have a ceiling? Do you have a cup of, I only got so much of this in me before I say something? Like, what do you do?
Sometimes I would just tell them to shut up. Honestly, I've said it to some of my friends.
Straight up.
Shut up.
Straight like that.
Because, complaining's not going to do anything. Like, I can't fix you. You can only fix yourself.
Yeah.
And you got to do the work.
Yeah.
I was just like, I just can't stand it sometimes.
Go ahead.
Because there's no excuses.
Yeah.
Like whatever you're complaining about, if it's something that you have control over.
Right.
It's you even. Oh man, just I don't like my job. Well, find another job, or get educated on something that you can.
Right.
That you can do.
Right.
Just stuff like that.
Right. But you do tell them, like, shut that up.
Yeah.
At some point. Now, how long do you let the complaining go on for?
For a little bit. I have enough patience, but if it's just if it has consistency,
yeah,
then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be that friend to say, hey, like something's wrong with you. I'm trying to fix it, because I can't be a friend. Oh yeah, it's okay to be this way.
Right.
You need a real homie who's gonna be straight up with you and tell you the truth.
Right. 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 But what do you do if they don't receive that truth well?
Say sorry. That's just the way it is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
Yeah. No. Facts. Facts. Because we're sensitive. We're sensitive as human beings.
Mm-hmm.
And I would agree. I like to be a safe space for people, especially the people that's closest to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I can't do a lot of complaining.
Yeah, I
just can't. It's not in my grace area. It's not in my wheelhouse.
Mm-hmm.
If I went to school for psychology, if I went and got that degree and I was charging people to sit there and complain, then I would do that. I'm not.
Yeah.
Everybody says it. Even if you want to complain, who wants to listen? Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody want to hear you complain, especially when they don't see any action.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, if I got a friend that's just constantly complaining without action,
I would say stop playing the victim and be responsible for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. And the conversations just get shorter for me.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to be able to tell, like, I know you're tired of hearing this. You're kind of right. Because I gave you feedback the first 2 times you was talking.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least I let you get it off. And I asked at the end of the conversation, so you want to, do you want feedback? Yeah. If I give you feedback 1 or 2 times about the same topic, you're probably not getting any more feedback. Right? And with that, I don't have a lot of friends. I don't have a lot of friends, fortunately, that complain to me, because everybody knows the memo with me. If you want to hear if you want to hear my raw, honest thoughts, that's when you come to me. Not if you want to hear truth, because my truth might not be your truth. But if you want to hear some stuff that maybe you don't want to hear, or you're not prepared to hear yet, then that's when you come holler at me. Don't come holler at me if you're still just looking for a shoulder to cry, because I'm not going to give you that all the time. Right? And so a lot of people don't even come talk to me about their problems unless they're ready to get to a space of hearing some truth from an unbiased perspective. Like, tell me some truth. Tell me the truth without a bias to my feelings. Don't take my feelings into account. Just tell me what I need to hear.
Mm-hmm.
That's when people come to me.
Yeah.
Not when you want to hear. Not even that when you don't want to hear encouragement, but not when you just want to just sit there and have a shoulder to cry on about the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. I have a goddaughter that she cried. I want. No. She's not even 2. I'll take that from her. It's fair.
Mm.
If you my age, forget about it. It's over with. It's done. Don't come complaining to me about I can't fit this, I can't do that. You know, my dogs, like, don't complain to me about stuff that you can't do.
Mm.
All right? Especially when there's solutions out there. Right? If I know you at the crib playing 2K all day, don't complain to me that you broke.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Same. And I expect everybody to keep it G with me as well. So that's why I don't complain. I don't complain. I can say that wholeheartedly. I don't call nobody up to complain about nothing because I don't want nobody calling me up complaining to me about stuff that they don't want to change either.
Mm-hmm.
I might complain in my head.
Yeah.
I'll be mad, pissed off in my head.
Yeah.
But to put it out there in the atmosphere, I don't. And so, fortunately, I don't have friends that do the same to me. And they don't even put me in that predicament. Because then I won't answer the phone. Right?
Mm-hmm.
With all that being said, man, any words of encouragement before we get out of here, bro? It's been good to have you back, man.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
My boy is back. Yeah, the boy is back. Yeah. Any words of encouragement, man, for the people, from Moses Chavez, before we get out of here?
Man, I mean, since we were talking about, complaining.
Yes, sir.
I mean, take control of your life. Your life is, the only person who's in the driver's seat is you and God.
Yeah.
Just be disciplined. That's one thing. Discipline equals freedom.
I like that.
So, yeah. If you don't like something about your life, change it. Look in the mirror and say, you're the only person that you can do it.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I like that. And I don't really have too much of a retort to that, man. At the end of the day, we all have willing bodies. We are all in a space where we go through ups and downs, peaks and valleys. Not all of us had the same story. Everybody's story is a little different. Everybody's circumstances are a little different. You might be up today, down tomorrow, whatever. And there's nothing wrong with that. I would say just don't put your friends in a position to hear the same thing over and over and over and over and over. Because trust me, whether they being honest with you or not, they tired of hearing it. Right? There's nothing wrong with having a sob story. We all got them, and we all want to share them, and we should. That's what counseling and all these different things are for. But faith without works is dead, and a bunch of conversation with complaining is dead. Complaining gets so bad, bro. You got people that spend a whole conversation trying to up each other's complaints.
Mm-hmm. Or you can have the whole talk show about it.
Savage times, man. But nonetheless, 2021, bro, we here. As long as you got air to breathe, again, 2 fingers, 2 hands, 2 elbows, all working limbs, functioning, this, that, and the third. There's no reason why you should look on YouTube, see a guy with no hands, no arms, no feet, living his life to the maximum. You got people here that are blind, deaf, lame, in biblical terms.
Yeah.
And living their life to the absolute fullest. If you have every function in your body, or if you're still here, if you're still listening at this current moment to the Reach Over Culture podcast, you are blessed and highly favored. Living that the best you can. Don't complain. Take action. You hear me? And that's all we got for you, man. Reach Over Culture, episode 70. Wow. We got to finish the season strong, bro. More guests and stuff on the way. Moses Chavez, I appreciate you, my brother.
Of course. Thank you.
Yes, sir, my God. And we appreciate y'all, man. Reach Over Culture podcast. We out. Rock for President. 2054.